All right, guys. Welcome back to Natives Podcast.
What's
Um,
up, neighbors?
I'm extremely tired. We've been working hard on trying to get this, movie and stuff together with
Like
everything.
real hard, like day and night,
Pretty
morning,
much.
nights, days, no sleep.
Yeah, for her, not really sleep. For me, I have to get sleep. Like wake up in the morning,
Like
work out.
people, where is y'all at? Don't be shy. Just give us a the movie. Like, tell me you want to act. Tell me you want to be anywhere y'all at.
Yeah. So the original plan for the Greek mythology film we were gonna film. Also, you gotta send it out. Gotta post it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do now.
Cutter. Put your hand out of there. Like he's over there throwing up gang signs in the camera.
Prater.
You're gonna get yourself killed, buddy.
Hold on, Prater.
But nah, yeah, the original plan for this was to like bake War of the Olympians, and I think with the idea that we came up with, which is rather we are coming out with a newer film. We don't know when, honestly. We know it's gonna be late this year, but um, I'm hoping that it comes out good. The way it's looking, it seems like it's gonna turn out good. This is something different that we're trying. Something I wouldn't say that hasn't been done, but something I would say is to a twist. It's too like we're going it way beyond that you would think with Greek mythologies, right? We're going with a lot younger gods, so the gods are depicted younger in this film. It's kind of like I can tell you a story. It's kind of like a issue between like where Zeus orders something, and then a couple of the gods break the laws, and one of the gods end up big suffering Zeus's wrath, basically. It's kind
Sorry,
of a
guys. I'm trying to reset this Chrome password and post this thing about the pod. Hey, we did 8 episodes?
yeah, this is the eighth episode.
But, yeah, I'm still pissed at y'all because y'all don't want to act in my movie. Y'all
We
so lazy. No. That's sad.
let me know when you send it out.
Alright.
I'm not gonna say anything else.
Alright, it's 2007.
What? What are you talking about?
The new phone password. Okay. Alright, it's posting.
All right. I haven't put my hair over my face really, but
Say what?
I haven't put my hair over my face recently.
Bro, I look like you the first time we went to Miami.
Oh, What was I talking about that? Bro, I feel like I'm dying.
Jesus Christ, it's taking forever.
I feel like people enjoy our podcast a lot.
Yeah, we get views on it.
I feel like the watcher. I feel like what the watcher deserves a sequence. I have a great idea for it. I don't know why it just came to my mind. It came to my mind earlier while I was riding the lawnmower.
Yo,
I was right. Okay, I'll explain it. So I was gonna go cut weed eat, right? And I was riding the lawnmower down there, and it just came to my mind. Just what if the path just be used for like something where he's chasing someone through the path, and they end up trying to hide from him, and they get caught. That's where my mind went.
right. It's filmed not it's not filmed high, but it's filmed like kind of low where the grass is leveled.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna look really tall. Guys, I know I was supposed to do this at the end of the video, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this now because we need to run this channel up. Please, please, please go follow that LW Productions channel, Instagram. You know what I'm saying? All the contents be posted there. Film wise, just film. And
Please,
yeah, please
it'd
run
be
that
very much
channel up.
appreciated, and possibly
Oh
you
yeah,
could be part of the
you'll be doing
crew
us a huge
eventually,
favor.
even part of a cast
Oh
in our
yeah.
future movie
Guys,
production. So
y'all got any talent and you know it can be used, let us know. Ain't nobody gonna judge you. It's life.
try something new. It's kind of a thing. Some things, you can try and see if it works, or if it doesn't work, you move on to life. And it's called trial and error for a reason.
If you don't try, you never know.
So what?
If you don't try, you'll never know.
Right.
Yep.
Should I post it on my story? I'm about to post this on
Right?
my story.
Officially posted.
I saw that.
Is the name podcast Instagram public?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear that music?
No, good thing, because I did not want to get copyrighted.
Nah, for real. Your pops is jamming.
Good. Well, good thing he's far away, because copyright is not about to
No,
hear my name.
nah, for real. All right. So for how would we explain the short film that we're filming?
I don't even know if we would consider this a short film or a long film at this point. I mean, it don't seem like a short film, and it don't seem like a long film. It's like in betweener. We just say
Depends.
film. We
It's
just say
covered
film.
it really depends how long it is. We don't know how long it's gonna be.
I'll explain it. You want me to explain the short story? We'll wait till people pop in here.
Um, you can explain the story.
I mean, I would say there's a lot to the story, but there's not really. Oh, I can't explain much until you guys actually watch it and figure out, because there's a lot of things that I feel like everyone's just gonna be like, wow. And there's just you don't. The craziest thing is you don't know what's gonna happen in this film. You don't really know. You're gonna expect, every just like every boring Greek mythology film. No, this is a whole different turn. Basically, everything you're used to seeing to a tenth degree. You can't really compare it to a lot of other movies that you have saw that is based upon Greek mythology, unless you're comparing it to like Immortals. And I wouldn't say you could really compare it to Percy Jackson really either, because there's not really much considering with Percy Jackson in this film. Not really Immortals either. And each movie is kind of their own. So basically, we just take what we see and put it into our own vision, and it just comes magical.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So the quickest way I can actually explain the storyline is just Zeus creates an order that forbids all gods from seeing their children, or physically aiding to their children. Really, a couple of gods break the law. Should I explain what gods break the law, or wait? I feel like I'll just
Wait.
spoil it. Yeah, spoil it too much. If a couple of gods break the law, one seriously gets injured doing it by Zeus, and it's kind of can be in between her. There's a lot more that goes on into the film I can't really explain. But that's a quick brief view. Do I explain all the gods that are in it?
Yeah, you can.
We have Zeus, Poseidon, Ares, Athena, Apollo, Artemis, Hephaestus, and Aphrodite. I feel like those are really the more important gods. Maybe besides Hera, Dionysus and Demeter and are kind of like in between, or where they can be important, but at the same time they're not. So we're kind of like incorporate them. And if we actually do make Wrath of Olympus 2, I think that would be good to incorporate them into the film. So there was a lot that went on into the script and this story. There was just a lot of process and thinking. In reality, I mean, I kind of just sat down with myself and just like, okay, what do I really want to figure out with this? And we're still going back with this script and changing a lot of things that we thought, didn't sound right when I first read it. So the way our vision is going with it, it's to the 10th degree. That includes costumes, makeup, weapons. You're going to see a lot of different things you're not used to seeing in Greek mythology films. Not only that, the gods are younger. They're not older gods. They're not what you're used to expecting in movies where they have long beards and long hair and are just sitting on the throne and not doing anything with their life. They're young, they're youthfulness, but they're still thousands of years old. This is Greek mythology in modern day, so they're thousands of years old, ranging from 4,000 years old, and there's so much into this story and into these characters that you can look into. There's a lot that you can look at the Greek mythology, and actually there's probably too much, to be honest, that you can look into. About the story of Zeus. And there's a lot of movies that depict them different ways, and we kind of depicted them in the way that they should kind of be depicted. But at the same time, the gods can change their forms. So we was like, since they can change their forms, let's just make them youthful, because it's like they kind of just figured out, hey, we can be a lot more energetic while we're youthful. So kind of wanted to be like where there's a lot going on. You're not going to expect what's going to happen next. There's a few Easter eggs in the movie. You'll see it slowly and slowly. Like you're going to be like, oh, what is this? What is this? There's a few Easter eggs that happen in this film. But overall, I think with the cast that we're working with, and that we're slowly working on getting in everything else, I feel like this movie is going to be intentionally great as long as we get everything aligned and get everything sorted out with this film. Because potentially, if this movie somehow does good, I think Wrath of Olympus 2 wouldn't even be a question.
Right.
And there's a lot of ideas that goes into it.
Y'all confused with the Watcher. I ain't even gonna lie. I just look at what 20, 30, not even. I was like, okay. Like y'all hyped it up way too much for a 8-minute short film. Y'all better hype that. Y'all better definitely hype this one up for sure.
It's at 100 views now, right?
Wait a minute. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Like what? Wow, it's not even that good. Like I said, if y'all hype that one up, y'all better hype this movie up for
I
sure.
think this is
Sure.
definitely going to be something that people are not going to expect to see, especially with the way that
I
the
feel
gods are
like
going to be depicted. And I
I
wasn't going
feel
to
like we
say
should
it,
put what? Say what?
but I'm going to say it. I will be playing. I will be playing a part in this film as well. So just expect to see some things that whatever character I'm playing, I'm gonna come to bring everything I can with these characters.
Oh
So
yeah.
each character is
I
listed
feel
as
like
their own.
because we should know we make a part two. So I feel like we should put one on YouTube and the second one not.
Nah, nah. I
If
still
we just
no.
what?
But we can put all. I mean, we put all on YouTube, but I mean, progressing to more platforms too, because just putting it on YouTube is just like
YouTube and two not. I'm just talking about just YouTube personally. Like, especially if we know, especially if it's gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know how long the film's gonna be. So while we got that one on YouTube, one on different other platforms as well, they would have to go on other platforms to watch two. Instead of going on YouTube and watching it like where they would watch one. You know what I'm saying?
true. But I mean, I don't know. I kind of see where you're coming from. At the same time, I feel like progressing to more platforms such as Tubi and Hulu, which we're actually kind of working on, think that would be a lot more better. I mean, we could also post on YouTube too, but I feel like a lot of people want to go to Tubi or they want to go to Hulu because not there's a lot of people that watches YouTube, but everybody's kind of on TikTok and shit. So I kind of think it would be a cool idea to just progress into there.
Whereas the Olympus one on YouTube and not two.
Hmm.
But Rat the Olympus on YouTube, not Rat the Olympus 2 when we make it. Not just only on YouTube, on other platforms too.
Yeah.
But instead of when we film 2, it won't be on YouTube. It would be on the platforms that Rat the Olympus is already on.
Okay.
Besides
And
YouTube.
likely Wrath of Olympus 2 would likely be it would the like subtitle would be War of the Olympians, right? Because we were still going with we still wanted to kind of incorporate that with Wrath of Olympus and kind of be like, okay, yeah, this is gonna sound good. So we still gonna
Hey,
incorporate a
I
lot of
make
different
chocolate.
ideas. My favorite dog of all time. There's a lot of different ideas that goes into movies and films, and people just don't realize it. But we are still looking for cast and crew members as well for any film that we actually film. We're always open to new opportunities and newer people to work with. So if you're looking to be a part of this and be a part of something special, right? Because we're looking for people just down for the cause and just feel like they're a part of something special. Because opportunities like this come, but at the same time, you don't get an opportunity to play a Greek god or an opportunity to play self and whatnot. So I think this is an opportunity that a lot of people need to take. And
Because when people film Greek God movies, they be famous directors, famous producers. You know what I'm saying? Like be people that it's gonna be hard to get in contact with. See, we're pretty easy to get in contact with. We be on social media 24/7.
me especially because I have a lot to deal with and just stuff in general. And it's usually just me on the phone a lot because still working on script. I'm still working on this and this and this. And, working with, nutrition and stuff like that too to make sure that with our bodies for this movie, we kind of, you kind of have different gods that are depicted in different ways. Like you would have Zeus Poseidon more bulk than, Ares or let's say Ares or like Apollo or Hermes. Those guys would be more of a cut type of thing. So everybody's still gonna have muscle weight. You're gonna still see muscular, but I think it's just the difference between the two brothers who basically are like king of the gods, basically. Both are king of the gods, but Zeus is always gonna be the king of the gods. Poseidon's kind of like the brother that's just like, oh, if this. It's always gonna be the jealous brother. So even though he's older, still the jealous brother. So I feel
Oh
like there's
yeah.
just a lot that goes into this film, and I'm excited for you guys to watch it, and I'm hoping that you guys really enjoy this film as well. I think it's just gonna be something important and something special and whatnot. And I'm hoping, we work and I can work with her and we can see what we can if we want to come up with a watch or two, possibly do a poll on the watch or two, because I think we can make that movie film a lot more better. Now that we know, I feel like we know what our wrongs is, and we're getting a lot more better equipment and a lot more better people we can work with, so we wouldn't really have to. I wouldn't have to act or anything like that. So but yeah, thank you guys for watching the stream or whatnot. This has been sorry. It took a little bit of my sleep schedule up, but it's fine. I still got some hours of sleep in, 6 hours of sleep. I'm not really worried too much about it. She'll be getting 8, but it's fine. I deal with it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, thank you guys
Ready to
for
eat.
watching. If you did, like I said, we don't know where we're gonna be live streaming again. Um, when we do live stream, we'll definitely post about it, and we'll definitely let you guys know when we're gonna live stream. I think it's just really
We
important.
might see you. We might see you while we filming.
Yeah,
Who
we
knows?
we could possibly like when they just live stream while we're filming. Who knows? Because we'd probably be filming 6, 7, 5 to 6 times a day, 6 times a week. Then God knows how many hours. Because working on a project like this is just going to be very tiring, and set designs and things like that are just take a time too. So we thank you guys for
Oh yeah.
watching. It's always a pleasure, having you guys
Oh yeah.
support us and everything else. Um, Make sure you guys follow
You-
LW Productions on Instagram and
I know what to
follow.
do.
Yes, just follow us. Follow Native Podcast, of course. Follow us on Instagram at Natives Podcast. But yeah,
Oh
thank you
yeah.
guys for joining this live stream. This is a quick live stream. We just came on here to explain some things, explain the reasoning and everything else. And yeah, thank you guys. Hope you guys enjoy y'all's night. Good night to everyone, and peace out.